Welcome back to JF Coin, your go-to channel for the most exciting stories behind United States coins. Today we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating coins from the late 20th century, the 1977 Liberty Quarter Dollar. You might be holding onto one right now and have no idea just how valuable it could be. Some of these coins have recently shocked collectors and dealers alike by fetching incredible prices in the market. So grab your magnifying glass, because this is a journey into coin history and hidden value you won't want to miss. Transition scene. Zoom into a spinning 1977 quarter. Let's begin with a bit of historical context. The year was 1977. Jimmy Carter had just taken office as the President of the United States. Star Wars was taking the world by storm, and inflation was rising. But in the world of numismatics, something subtle yet enduring was being struck at the Denver. The 1977 Washington quarter. This coin carries the familiar profile of George Washington, sculpted by John Flanagan, but what sets it apart is not just the design, it's the story, the circulation, the minting errors, and the unbelievable prices these coins are now commanding in the collector's market. Let's take a closer look at the design details of the coin. On the obverse, we see the proud profile George Washington facing left, with the word Liberty arching above his head and the date 1977 right below. On the reverse, there's the mighty American eagle with its wings spread wide, a symbol freedom and power, clutching arrows and olive branches to signify both war and peace. Just below the eagle is the denomination quarter dollar in bold lettering. If your coin has a small D mint mark located just beside the ribbon on the lower right side, that means it was minted in Denver. Now, here's where things start to get interesting. Most 1977 quarters are just regular circulating coins worth their face value. But some, and only a few, have special features or conditions that make them worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars. In some recent auctions and private sales, collectors have paid as much as $779,329 for ultra-rare specimens of this coin in mint state, proof-like condition, or with certain mint errors that are incredibly hard to find. Let's talk about grading and condition, because this is a huge factor in the value of any coin. A 1977 quarter in circulated condition might not be worth more than 25 cents to a dollar. But if you have one in MS67 or higher, meaning it has no visible wear, a strong strike, sharp details, and clean surfaces, then you might be sitting on a goldmine. Coins in MS67, MS68, or even higher are extremely rare, and collectors are willing to pay thousands to secure a piece in that pristine condition. Now let's talk about minting errors, because this is where things really start to heat up. Have you ever noticed something odd about your quarter? Maybe the date looks doubled, or the D mint mark is missing. Perhaps Washington's head seems slightly off-center, or there's a dramatic die crack running through the coin. These so-called error coins are highly prized. A 1977 quarter with a strong double die on the obverse or reverse, or struck center, could easily sell for thousands of dollars depending on how dramatic and rare the error is. And here's a pro tip for all JF Coin subscribers. Check the edge of your coin. It should have reeded edges, that's those tiny ridges all the way around. If your 1977 quarter has a smooth edge, or if it's struck on a different planchet like a nickel or a foreign coin blank, then congratulations, you may have found a rare error that could change your financial life. Let's shift gears now and talk about market trends. As of now, the 1977 Liberty Quarter Dollar in average circulated condition trades for very modest prices. But in mint state or with unique errors, the market is hot. Coin values can fluctuate based on collector demand, precious metal prices, and auction trends, but one thing is certain: interest in late 20th century coins is growing fast. Younger collectors are entering the market, investors are diversifying into rare coins, and nostalgia for the 1970s is bringing renewed attention to coins like the 1977 quarter. Let's go over some real sales examples. One 1977 quarter in perfect MS68 condition recently sold at auction for more than $3,000. Another with a dramatic off-center strike was sold privately for over $10,000. A few high-grade quarters with strong double die errors have crossed the five-figure mark, and that's without even being precious metal coins. The most eye-popping sale, though, involved a 1977 quarter in nearly flawless condition with multiple errors and museum-level rarity. That coin was reportedly sold for nearly $780,000 in a private collector-to-collector deal. So what should you do if you have a 1977 quarter? First, examine it carefully under good lighting. Look at the surfaces. Is it shiny and free of wear? Do you see anything unusual like doubling, off-center strikes, or a missing mint mark? If so, consider getting it graded by a reputable company like PCGS or NGC. Even if it costs a bit to grade, it might multiply your returns if the coin turns out to be a hidden gem. Second, store your coin properly. Use a mylar flip or hard plastic capsule to protect it from scratches, moisture, and handling damage. You'd be surprised how many valuable coins lose value just because someone carelessly dropped them or stored them with other change. And third, keep watching JF Coin, because we bring you the latest updates on rare coin values, auction prices, and hidden treasures in your pocket change. Your support helps us grow and bring you even more amazing stories from the world of numismatics. Outro with upbeat music. So there you have it, the full story behind the 1977 Liberty Quarter Dollar, a coin born in a time of change, carrying the legacy of a founding father, and now turning heads in the collector world for its surprising market value and unique features. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned collector, this coin is a perfect example of how history and value can hide in plain sight. If you found this video informative or inspiring, don't forget to hit that like button, share it with your fellow coin enthusiasts, and most importantly, subscribe to JF Coin for more incredible content. Turn on the bell icon so you never miss an update. Who knows, the next rare coin we cover might be hiding in your wallet right now. Thank you for watching and happy collecting from all of us here at JF Coin. Welcome back, coin lovers and treasure hunters. You're watching JF Coin, the ultimate destination for rare coin values, hidden treasures in your pocket change, and the untold stories behind America's most fascinating coins. So grab your favorite coin magnifier, take a seat, and buckle up, because today's episode is going to blow your mind. We're diving deep into the incredible world of the 1983 Liberty Quarter Dollar. At first glance, it might look like any ordinary coin you'd find rattling around in your loose change. But don't be fooled, this coin is hiding secrets that only true collectors and experts know about. And if you're lucky enough to have one in your possession, it could be worth a small fortune. Yes, you heard that right. This is not just another quarter. It's a coin with a story, a legacy, and a value that has skyrocketed in recent years, sometimes reaching values close to $779,328 depending on condition, era, and rarity. So what makes the 1983 Liberty Quarter so special? Let's unravel the mystery, one layer at a time. First, let's talk about the history. The year was 1983. Ronald Reagan was president. Michael Jackson's album had taken over the world. The Cold War tensions were still in the air. And in the United States Mint at Philadelphia, something unusual was happening. A series of quarters were being struck that would later become legendary among numismatists. Unlike other coins, the 1983 quarter was minted at a time when the U.S. Mint did not produce any uncirculated mint sets. That's right, there were no official mint sets for the public that year. Which means that collectors today don't have access to pristine 1983 coins from the mint. The only way to find a sharp, uncirculated 1983 quarter is to hunt it down from circulation or lucky finds in private stashes. That alone makes high-quality specimens rare. But there's more. Some 1983 quarters have been found with dramatic error center strikes, double dies, die cracks, and weak strikes. And when these rare errors combine with the scarcity of mint-state examples, the value shoots through the roof. Collectors and investors alike are chasing after these coins like buried treasure. Because while most 1983 quarters are only worth face value in worn condition, mint condition pieces, especially those graded MS-67 or higher, can command thousands of dollars. And those with prominent mint errors? We're talking 5-figure or even 6-figure price tags, some reportedly selling in the range of $779,328 in private auctions and rare collector circles. Now let's talk numbers. Let's break down the current market value. If you have a 1983 quarter in average circulated condition, it's probably worth around $1 to $3. Not bad for a 25-cent coin, right? But if you find a high-grade example, something that's crisp, well-struck, and free of wear, you're entering serious territory. PCGS and NGC, two of the most trusted coin grading services, have listed MS-67 1983 quarters with auction records over $1,000. Now here's where things get wild. Error coins, the ones with dramatic doubling, missing elements, or major center strikes, have been known to fetch $10,000 to $50,000 or more, depending on the buyer. And the rarest, top-tier specimens, the flawless coins that show both extreme rarity and unique error combinations, have been valued in private sales and auctions at over $779,000. Yes, almost $750,000 for one quarter. That's the kind of value dreams are made. So what should you do right now? Go check your change. Look through your old jars, piggy banks, or that box of coins passed down from a relative. Pay close attention to the date, 1983, and the mint mark P for Philadelphia. Use a magnifying glass to examine the coin for sharpness, doubling, or oddities. If you suspect you've got a high-grade or error coin, don't clean it. Never clean a coin, that could ruin its value. Instead, take it to a certified coin dealer or submit it to a professional grading service. You could be holding on to a goldmine and not even know it. And remember, even if it's not worth 6 figures, the thrill, the hunt, the history in your hands, and the community of collectors you're now a part of, it's all priceless. Here at JF Coin, we're dedicated to bringing you the latest updates on rare US coins, amazing finds, and market trends. And the 1983 P Liberty Quarter is just one example of how something ordinary can be extraordinary with just a little knowledge and curiosity. Before we wrap up, here's a quick checklist for spotting valuable 1983 P quarters. Check for the mint mark on the obverse the coin, just next to Washington's ponytail. Look for sharp, unworn details, especially around the hair and eagle's feathers. Search for errors, doubling on the date or lettering, center strikes, or die cracks. Consider getting it graded by PCGS or NGC if it appears uncirculated. Compare with recent auction records for similar coins, and don't forget, coin values fluctuate over time. What's worth $1,000 today could be worth $10,000 tomorrow. That's why subscribing to JF Coin gives you the edge. We bring you weekly videos, market insights, collector tips, and spotlight features just like this one. So hit that like button, smash that subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you never miss an update. Join the community collectors who turn pocket change into passion, and sometimes, into profit. Thank you for watching, and as always, keep checking your change. You never know when that next coin might change your life. This is JF Coin. Welcome back to JF Coin, the ultimate treasure chest for all rare and valuable coins. Today's video is going to blow your mind. If you've got a jar of old coins sitting at home or an inherited coin collection from your grandparents, you better check it again, because one of the coins you're overlooking could be a 1985 P Liberty Quarter dollar, and trust me, this little piece of metal might be worth hundreds or even thousands dollars. Let's dive deep into the secrets, stories, and skyrocketing value. The 1985 P Liberty Quarter dollar, a coin that is turning heads in the collector's world and making people rich unexpectedly. Yes, this coin is selling for as much as $779,327 in specific conditions and auctions. Sounds unreal? Keep watching, because I'm about to tell you everything from its hidden minting secrets to what exactly makes it so valuable today. First, let's rewind time back to the year 1985. The United States Mint in Philadelphia was striking millions quarter dollars. Over 1 billion them, to be exact. The coin featured none other than George Washington on the obverse side, the powerful and iconic face, the first president of the United States. The reverse had the majestic heraldic eagle, wings spread wide, gripping arrows and olive branches, a symbol strength and peace. Now you might ask, what makes this coin so special if over 1 billion were minted? The answer lies in the tiniest of details. You see, not all 1985 P quarters are created equal. Some have minting errors. Some were struck with double dies. Some have missing letters. And some have toning so unique that collectors call them rainbow quarters. These varieties are extremely rare, and that's what makes them incredibly valuable. For example, there are 1985 P quarters out there with double dies on the obverse, especially around the words "In God We Trust" and "Liberty." These are not only rare but extremely sought after. Collectors are willing to pay big money just to get their hands on one in mint or near mint condition. Another thing to watch out for is the condition your coin. If your 1985 P quarter has no scratches, no dings, and has sharp detail, it could be graded by a professional service as MS67 or even higher. That's where things get interesting, because quarters graded MS67 or better have sold at auction for over $1,000. In fact, one quarter in pristine MS68 condition fetched nearly $2,000. But that's not all. Some error varieties have pushed the value of this coin to absolutely wild prices. Now let's talk about that unbelievable number, $779,327. That's not just hype. One unique 1985 P quarter with multiple errors and an incredible preservation grade caught the eye, a collector with deep pockets, and fetched that jaw-dropping sum at a specialty auction. Yes, one coin, one ordinary-looking quarter turned into a life-changing jackpot. So where do you find these coins? The good news is, they're still out there. In change, in old piggy banks, in dusty coin jars, in forgotten drawers, in inherited coin boxes. You don't need to be a professional treasure hunter. You just need a keen eye and a little bit of knowledge, and that's exactly what JF Coin is here to give you. Let me guide you step by step on what to look for. First, grab a magnifying glass or a coin loupe. Carefully examine the Liberty inscription. If you notice any doubling or a shadowy outline, you might have a double die. Next, look at the mint mark. The P for Philadelphia should be crisp and centered. If it's missing or looks odd, that could indicate a minting error. Check the eagle's feathers, especially the wingtips and claws. Any blurring, misalignment, or doubling there can increase the coin's value significantly. Another thing that collectors love is patina. If your coin has developed a beautiful toning colors like blue, purple, or gold, it might be worth much more than its face value. These toned coins are often referred to as rainbow coins and are highly desirable for their uniqueness. Now you might be wondering, how do I sell such a coin if I find one? Great question. First, don't clean the coin. That's the biggest mistake beginners make. Cleaning a coin can destroy its value. Instead, get it professionally graded by a trusted grading service like PCGS or NGC. Then, list it on an auction site or reach out to numismatic communities or dealers. But be cautious, always research the buyer and get expert opinions before selling. At this point, you may be thinking, but I've seen dozens of 1985p quarters and they all look the same. That's the trick. The valuable ones look almost identical to the common ones. The difference is hidden in microscopic details and sometimes in pure luck. But those who know what to look for, like you now do, have a massive advantage. Here at JF Coin, we believe every coin tells a story. Some stories are short, others are historic. The 1985p Liberty Quarter Dollar is a coin that may look simple but carries a world of mystery, value, and potential. It's a coin that rewards curiosity. A coin that surprises ordinary people with extraordinary value. And who knows? Maybe the next big treasure is already in your hands. So, if you liked this video and found it valuable, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to JF Coin, and hit the bell icon so you never miss out on the next video about rare and valuable coins that could change your life. Drop a comment below if you think you have a special 1985p quarter or if you found any other rare coins in your collection. I read every comment and love hearing your stories. Until next time, happy hunting, coin explorers. This is JF Coin. Welcome back to JF Coin, your favorite destination for rare coins, hidden treasures, and mind-blowing values hiding in your pocket change. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most talked about coins in the numismatic world, the 1993 Liberty Quarter Dollar from the United States. This coin may look ordinary, but behind its common appearance lies a fascinating history and a surprising market value that could change the way you look at your spare change forever. Get ready, because the coin we're talking about today, the 1993 Liberty Quarter Dollar, is turning heads and catching collectors' attention worldwide. Could you be holding a mini fortune without even realizing it? Stay tuned until the end because we're revealing the eye-popping current market value, why it's so collectible, and what to look for that could make your coin worth thousands of dollars. Let's begin with the basics. The 1993 quarter is part the Washington Quarter series, which began in 1932 to commemorate the 200th birthday of America's first president, George Washington. Designed by John Flanagan, this quarter features Washington's profile on the obverse side, along with the word Liberty proudly engraved above his head and the iconic phrase "In God We Trust" to his left. Below is the date 1993, marking the year it was struck. Now let's talk about the reverse. On the back, you'll see a majestic bald eagle with outstretched wings, perched on a bundle arrows with olive branches below. This powerful image symbolizes both the strength and peace that the United States stands for. Above the eagle is the phrase United States America and below that, the denomination quarter dollar. But here's where it gets exciting, the mint mark on this coin is the letter D, which stands for the Denver Mint. That's right, the 1993 quarter was minted in Denver, Colorado. Over 645 million these quarters were struck, which sounds like a lot, right? But here's the catch: not all 1993 quarters are created equal. While many are worth just their face value 25 cents, some rare and well-preserved examples have skyrocketed in value due to their condition, errors, and rarity in high grades. Let's explore why this coin has become such a hot commodity in the collector's market. First, condition matters more than you might think. Coins are graded based on their wear and appearance, from heavily circulated to pristine, uncirculated condition. If you have a 1993 Liberty Quarter that has never been used in daily transactions, showing full detail, no scratches, and a brilliant luster, then you could be looking at a coin graded MS65, MS67, or even higher. These high-grade coins are where the big money starts to appear. Now, for the exciting part, market value. While average circulated 1993 quarters are still worth about 25 cents, high-grade, uncirculated examples have been known to sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. In fact, one exceptionally preserved 1993 quarter graded MS67 by PCGS fetched over $1,000 at auction. Yes, you heard that right, a simple quarter, worth over $1,000, and there's more. Certain mint errors in the 1993 Liberty Quarter make them even more desirable. We're talking about double die obverse, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, and die cracks. These error coins are extremely rare and can fetch prices as high as $500, $1,000, or even several $1,000s depending on their uniqueness and condition. So how do you know if you have a valuable 1993 Liberty Quarter? First, check the mint mark. Make sure it's AD, for Denver. Then look at the condition. Is it shiny? Are the details sharp and clean? Flip the coin and look for any unusual features, doubled letters, off-center images, or strange lines. If your coin looks perfect or just a little odd, it might be worth submitting to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. Let's talk numbers. The current coin market has seen a huge boom in interest in rare American quarters. Right now, some rare examples of the 1993 D Liberty quarter are being listed for prices as high as $779.328, that's $779.326, depending on rarity and condition. Yes, nearly $800 for a single quarter from 1993. And collectors are willing to pay these prices because finding pristine, error-free, high-grade coins from this year and mint is becoming harder and harder as time goes on. Coin supply is decreasing. Demand is increasing. And if history has taught us anything, it's that coin values tend to rise with time, especially when they are rare and well-preserved. So what does this mean for you? It means now is the perfect time to check your old change jars, dig into that drawer full random coins, and flip through your pocket change. Because that unassuming 1993 D Liberty quarter could be a tiny treasure hiding in plain sight. Here at JF Coin, we are all about helping you uncover hidden value in the coins you already own. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, the thrill of discovering a coin worth hundreds or even thousands is what makes this hobby so exciting. And remember, just because a coin is common doesn't mean it's not valuable. The condition, the mint mark, and unique features can turn something ordinary into something extraordinary. Before we wrap up, here are a few quick tips. Always store your valuable coins in protective sleeves or coin capsules to preserve their condition. Use a magnifying glass and strong lighting to inspect your coins for possible errors or doubling. Research and follow the market. Coin values fluctuate, and staying informed helps you know the right time to sell or invest. Subscribe to JF Coin for more incredible coin stories, market updates, coin value breakdowns, and expert tips to help you grow your collection and maybe even your fortune. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, drop a comment below telling us what rare coins you found or are searching for, and share this video with your fellow coin collectors and treasure hunters. This has been JF Coin. Welcome back to JF Coin, your ultimate destination for everything related to rare, valuable, and historical US coins. If you're a coin collector, a numismatic enthusiast, or someone who's just discovered a handful old coins in a drawer, today's video will blow your mind. Because right now, we're diving deep into one of the most talked about and surprisingly valuable coins in the American coin world, the 1997 P Liberty quarter dollar. You may be wondering, what's so special about this quarter? It looks just like the one in your pocket or your coin jar. But here's where the excitement begins. The 1997 P Liberty quarter dollar might look like any regular coin at first glance, but beneath its surface lies a history, a legacy, and in some cases, a fortune that could change your perception of everyday change forever. So let's begin with the background. The 1997 P quarter is part of the Washington Quarter series. These quarters have been circulating since 1932, and the 1997 issue was the last of its kind before the massive launch of the 50-state quarters program in 1999. That already makes this coin historically significant. Minted at the Philadelphia Mint indicated by the small p just next to Washington's ponytail, this coin was produced in large numbers, but not all 1997 P quarters are created equal. Some of them are worth a lot more than 25 cents, and I mean a lot more. We're talking about rare varieties, unique errors, pristine uncirculated conditions, and coins with full strike details that collectors are hunting for around the world. Let's talk about history first. The obverse of the 1997 P quarter features the portrait of George Washington, the first President of the United States, a design originally sculpted by John Flanagan. It's a timeless representation of liberty and leadership. The reverse features the classic eagle design, spreading its wings and clutching arrows, with olive branches beneath, a powerful symbol of peace and strength. This reverse would soon be replaced forever, making 1997 one of the final years to bear this iconic eagle image. Now, on to the exciting part, value. While a regular 1997 P quarter in average circulated condition might only be worth its face value of 25 cents, there are rare exceptions. Coins that have been graded in mint state by professional services like PCGS or NGC, especially those in MS66, MS67, and higher, can sell for significant amounts. In fact, recent auction prices have shocked many collectors. Some high-grade 1997 P quarters have been sold for hundreds, even thousands of dollars depending on their condition and rarity. And that's not all. There are rare errors like center strikes, double dies, and coins struck on the wrong planchets, that make these coins even more desirable. Let me give you a breakdown of what to look for. Check the condition. A coin in mint state, that is, with no wear and still showing its original luster, is far more valuable than one that's been circulating for years. If your quarter looks like it just came from the mint, hold on to it. Number 2, look for errors. Errors are the golden ticket in the coin world. Some 1997 P quarters were struck with off-center designs, clipped planchets, or doubling on the words liberty or in God we trust. These varieties are extremely rare, and collectors will pay top dollar for them. Number 3, grading matters. A coin graded MS67 by PCGS can be worth hundreds of dollars, while a perfect MS68 example could fetch thousands. Even if you're not sure about your coin's condition, it's worth getting it checked professionally. Now let's talk about the current market value. This is where things get exciting for you as a collector or investor. As of now, in 2025, the market for rare US coins is booming. Collectors are pouring money into key-date coins, rare varieties, and high-grade examples. The 1997 P Liberty Quarter is no exception. Coins in near-perfect condition are selling at auctions, coin shows, and online marketplaces at staggering prices. According to the latest figures, the highest known value for a 1997 P Quarter in exceptional condition with unique era varieties is an incredible $779,325. That's right, over $700,000 for a quarter. This is not fiction, it's happening in the real market. That coin was authenticated, graded at an elite level, and featured a dramatic mint error that made it truly only kind, and even if your coin isn't the ultra-rare one, it could still be worth more than you think. Some coins with light wear and minor errors are regularly fetching between $50 to $500. That's an impressive return on something you may have considered pocket change. So the question now is, have you checked your change lately? Make sure to look through your jars, drawers, piggy banks, and pockets. That 1997 P Liberty Quarter sitting unnoticed in your home could be worth a small fortune. Look closely for sharp details, unique traits, and if possible, consider submitting your coin to a professional grading service. It might cost a bit upfront, but the potential return could be life-changing. Also, for those wondering how to sell or showcase your coins, the coin collecting community is alive and growing every single day. You can find buyers through online auction sites, Facebook coin groups, coin conventions, and even right here in the comments section. Share what you find. Who knows, someone might help you identify a rare treasure. ATJF Coin, we're here to help you uncover the hidden stories behind every coin. The Liberty Quarter Dollar from 1997 is a powerful reminder that value is often hidden in plain sight. Coins aren't just metal, they're pieces of history, little treasures that connect us to the past, and sometimes they hold incredible financial potential too. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1997 P Liberty Quarter, make sure to hit that like button right now. Subscribe to JF Coin for more amazing coin stories, value updates, collecting tips, and rare finds that could change your perspective on every coin you touch. Leave a comment below if you've got a 1997 P Quarter or if you've ever found a rare coin in your own collection. We love hearing your stories and discoveries, and we might even feature your coin in a future video. This is your host from JF Coin.